But for you guys, you were seeing it for the first time with an audience yourself. What was that like, going through this again with an audience?
It's always excruciating to talk about yourself, and to see yourself talking about yourself is kind of even worse. But I thought Davis did an incredible job with what could have been a subject matter that might have been kind of train spotter type fans only. I think he made it something that was accessible for film lovers, and I certainly was very happy with how it worked out.
I rather like talking about myself.
Singer.
No, it is excruciating, and you just hope that it serves a purpose, and that purpose might be that that the film, if you're interested in the sort of rock band era and one of the bands of that era and how it operates, how four people can work together, because they don't, painters, you don't get four people hanging out together, or poets or novelists, and it's a strange thing to be artists and to collaborate together, and it's produced some interesting bands, but it's a tricky thing to hold together. I think maybe that's what this film's about. Look, it's also a particularly male problem. Men, as they get older, tend to rid the room of argument, and I think probably particularly men who feel they've achieved something in their life don't normally court a relationship where somebody is going to be able to tell you to fuck off on a daily basis. You have your pride, you achieve something, why would you need this? And it's a very good question. And it's like the male ego gets sort of calcified and brittle. And yet, if you can get through it, it's quite an efficient organism, the band. And
if it's a real band.
Yeah.
I think that's I was reading an article about plane crashes and how you're much better off if the co-pilot is flying your plane, because the pilot will always, the captain will always interrupt the co-pilot and contradict him and say, no, you're doing something wrong, that's wrong. But the other way around doesn't happen in some situations. The co-pilot is scared to question the captain and you get in trouble. I think our band operates on the basis that anyone can question anyone, and that there's no demarcation. There's no, that's my area, don't criticize me, this is good, we're going. And that keeps it honest and healthy.